Alright, after that nail biter that was last round, we're hello and good luck. Shingo HD has kept 7. Would you like to mulligan? No, this hand's pretty sweet. I've got 2 drop into Burnished Heart so I can get my lands if I need be. Ideally, don't necessarily want to play Leaf Crown Dryad on turn 2, but if I must, then I must. And depending on what my opponent has, hopefully not Battle-Wise Hoplite. Yeah, okay. So it's definitely Leaf Crown Dryad because Reach is going to be pretty sweet here. Yep. And I even have my 4th land if I so need it. Ooh, 3 colors. Gonna attack. Let's see what we got. No? Alright. I'll gladly trade my Leaf Crown Dryad for a Vaporkin, especially if there's nothing else coming down the pipeline. And let's see. Hopefully there's not a Lightning Strike for my Burnished Heart. Nope. That's a good thing when there isn't a Lightning Strike for the Burnished Heart. And I'll gladly play this kind of game against a greedy opponent like this. Theros Emissary. Okay, well, I've got the play to defeat it, if you will. Yep. Let's pass the turn and go. Even got a Divine Verdict for it. I'll use a Divine Verdict on a Theros Emissary. Seems okay to me. Uh-oh. Rage of Perforos. Alright, so I can search. I can search for the lands, which I don't need. Should clue my opponent into something. I really don't need the lands. I could God's Willing it, which I'm not particularly keen to save. And I just don't want my opponent drawing cards here. And if that's how my opponent wants to spend the turn, then that's how my opponent wants to spend the turn. Because now I've got Staunch Hearted and not so much a grip, but I've got things that I can do. I guess the better kind of line of play would be to Shipbreaker Kraken. Target. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 6 mana there. Oh dear. Well, we've also got a Nemesis for 4. 4. Yep. Well, here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more, and then my opponent gets there. Okay. 8/8 first strike. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That kind of sucks. Okay, well, let's see if we can get my opponent here. God's Willing would also suck for my opponent, but let's see if we can get my opponent. Is that the order? So first strike, Staunch Hearted. Yeah, that's awesome. Make sure protection from blue. Okay. Probe. Okay. Probe blue. Put on top. I definitely want that. That way neither of my creatures die. Yay. Yep. Perfect. I love the way stacking works. Because he put it first. Oh! Ooh! And I got my opponent with that? Nice! It's a good way to win a game. Alright, well, I guess we'll see in game 2 what happens. Alright. How are we doing this? How are we doing this? What are we bringing in? What are we bringing out? That Kraken is definitely something I'm going to be wanting to save my Divine Verdicts, my Time to Feeds for. I don't necessarily know what I want for target creatures. Exile, because I'm thinking, can it exile its own creature? Can it exile a creature that he or she controls? Because then my opponent has the horse. can exile the horse. I don't know. I guess I could look it up. There's nothing that I'm particularly worried about. The Spear Point Oread is not something I'm scared of whatsoever. But my cards are all pretty sweet, so I'm just gonna, let's go into game 2. Alright, we're here. We're not gonna mulligan. This hand's fine. I have a turn 3 Opaline Unicorn that I could even enchant up with a Spear Point, or with an Observant Alseid. I have to make sure that this next turn I play white. Yep, F6. Because on the off chance I draw my Wingsteed, that would be sweet. Yep. Ooh, and straight nothing. So I can this. Yeah, I think I'll lead with that. I don't need the mana, but I can lead with that, and then that way next turn I can actually enchant, or rather bestow my Observant Alseid onto it, and then it starts getting pretty big otherwise. Nemesis of Mortals. Or I could just play that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't quite play that. Cast with Bestow. Sure. Interestingly enough, I have a 3/4 Vigilance that is already tapped. And what's my opponent gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cost 7. Next turn I can make it a 6/7 trample. Okay, my opponent's off of double blue, so there's no Shipbreaker Kraken mana. Yup. What do we got? Rage. Okay. That's fine. Scry, where do you put it? Put it on the top. Okay. Once again, still fine. Ooh, Nylea's Presence. Can I draw? This costs 5. 1, 2, 3. So I can get in for 2. Let's get in for 2. Okay. And let's Nemesis for 5. Boom. Can't play land, unfortunately. But a trampling Nemesis of Mortals seems like there could be worse. 1, 2, 3, 6. Alright. Spear Point Oread. Yeah, I'll take 5 here. Sure. Or take 4, rather. It's fine with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, there's Griptide, of course, there's Voyage's End, there's all manner of big scary monsters that we can have. No? Okay. You know. Oh no, cancel. Cast with Bestow. See if I can get it. You got a Griptide? Nope. Am I hitting for 10? Divine Verdict. Okay. I guess I could've, I didn't quite respect the Divine Verdict, but I'm still hitting for 2. And I have all of the mana in the world. And the Nylea's Presence actually, oh, it's Sacrifice. Anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Eventually I'll be able to kill this Ember Swallower. Ooh, another Rage of the Perforos. Sure. That's fine. Where did we put this card? Put it on top? Okay. That's fine. Yup. Ooh, a Cron Horse. It's pretty cool too. Alright, let's Nylea's Presence up a Plains. Let's draw me a card. And let's leave back Divine Verdict. I guess if my opponent Monstrous is pre-combat, that's not good. Something that I could have kept a note of. Chain to the Rocks. Okay. Fine. I am chained. But your Ember Swallower is also dead. Boom. Yay! Prescient Chimera. Okay, well my 1/1 soldiers don't do much against that. My Crone Warhorse does though. I mean, not really. Yup. Play planes and go. Alright, let's draw non-lands. Let's draw non-lands for a while. Interesting. So what we're playing? Oof, 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 woof. Yep. Alright, so I need a way to be able to deal with that guy. Woof. Time to feed isn't that. Okay. Might as well get him for the paltry 1. Yep. Alright, get another 1/1. Yep. Imminent concession. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely siding in the... Yep. Concede, sure. Alright, siding in... What is that called? What's that card? Ray of Dissolution to destroy... Pardon me. Any manner of things from my opponent. I don't know. Is ramping necessarily even good in my deck? Like, there's things that I can do with it. Uh-oh. Nessian Asp would have been a card that I could have drawn into. So I'm on the play. I definitely want this Ray of Dissolution. It kills Chain of the Rocks, and Chain of the Rocks is going to hit whatever my big threat is. What's my weakest card? My weakest card, in all honesty, might just even be like Traveling Philosopher. Yeah, so I'm cutting the Traveling Philosopher for it. Yes, I would like to play first. No, this hand's fine. 4 lands and gas. 5 lands and gas. So, 6. Hopefully I draw the flyer here. Anthusa, not exciting. But, you know, 5 lands, if I get to 6, bestow onto Anthusa, seems pretty good. Yep. Especially when here, I will be able to have all of the mana that I could possibly want next turn. And this game, I'm just going to overrun my opponent, is how the game is going to end up going. Which seems fine, and my opponent seems to be stuck, because I think a play would have been... There was a play, I think, of any sort, it would have been there. And there was a snap play of the land, so maybe my opponent... Maybe these 7 cards, there's probably not another land in there. So there's a chance my opponent's... Burnished Heart. Sure. Oh, look, and an Opaline Unicorn. Well, what I'm going to do is attack. Yep, and if my opponent wants to trade here, that's fine. If my opponent doesn't, then it's even better. Because end of turn, I crack my Burnished Heart to get 2. That would put me at 6, 7. I have Anthusa Plusa. Ooh, cracking at main phase. Why wouldn't you attack with it? There you go. Yep, so my opponent's hurt. My opponent's hurting for certain for the lands. Okay. I mean, alternatively, next turn I attack. Okay. Oh, let's see what my opponent does. Because if I attack, I might as well get the points in, and then I can also play. But I can't play Anthusa and. Okay. No, because I do want to play Anthusa. Sure. Island and mountain. Sure. leaving up a plane. Fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Crack that. Let's find a blue, and let's find a green. Alright, here we go. Ooh, voyage end. That's pretty good. Attack for that many. Playing that many. 2, 3, 4, 5. Playing Anthusa. And voyage ending whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Voyage ending whatever gets played. Nylea's emissarying this up makes 7, 8. So what are we chaining to the rocks? Put that on the bottom. Don't need that. Shipbreaker Kraken. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is unfortunate. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hopefully my opponent whiffs. Is the only thing. Alright, whiff on the land. I need you to whiff on the land. 5, 6, 7. Not get to 8. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, whiff on the land. It becomes to tap up to 4 target creatures. Oh, it's just tap, it's not exile. Okay. Fuck, didn't whiff on the land. Okay. So, I still have outs. Yep. Sure, attack for 6 or 10 or whatever. Alright, so maybe a premature Griptide? Or, pardon me, Voyage's End? We're tapping Anthusa and et al. Oh, how greedy are you gonna be? How greedy are you gonna be? Oh, super greedy. This is good, because I can get the win here. Okay, I just have to think about this forest. So, boom. Okay, Anthusa up, giving it trample. I mean, but then it is just Shipbreaker Kraken at that point. Can double block, I can kill this. Makes it five, 6. 1, 2, 3. Probably shouldn't have had my splash land be one of the attackers. Okay, begin combat. Alright, what you got, opponent? You have to block here. This is trample 2, 4, 6, 8, 15 total. You can block like this. Then you take 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But then if I have ways to target Anthusa, you're dead. Okay. It's fine. Ooh, you want to take 11? That's fine. Alright, taking 11. I guess if you monsters 10, 13. Oh, I guess I'm dead. Cool. I didn't even realize how the way the math worked out. I didn't realize the life total that I was at. Whoops. Sure, monstrosity 4. Maybe my opponent messes up on the attack. I guess either way I was dead there, right? Yep. No? Yep, concede. Well, joke. Won the match. Okay, you got there. That's fine. Sometimes you just die. I don't think if Enthusa would have been chained to the rocks, I guess I could have played the longer game, but Shipwrecker Kraken definitely made it such that I died. See you in match 3.